The Great Molasses Flood of 1919. On a cold winter's day in Boston, something truly bizarre happened. A disaster that no one could have ever predicted. January 15th, 1919 began like any other day until the ground shook with the force of a deadly explosion. A giant molasses storage tank standing 50 feet tall and 90 feet wide had ruptured. The result was nothing short of catastrophic. The tank, which held over 2 million gallons of molasses, burst open with a terrifying roar. A tidal wave of thick brown syrup rushed through the streets at an astonishing speed. Imagine a wall of molasses rushing forward, knocking over buildings, crushing everything in its path. It swept away people, horses, and even vehicles, leaving a sticky trail of destruction. The sheer force of the wave was so intense that it knocked down brick walls and swept entire blocks off their foundations. Within moments, the area around the tank was buried under a deep layer of molasses. The syrup was so thick that it moved slower than water, but it was still powerful enough to trap victims, making rescue efforts nearly impossible. Emergency teams and locals rushed to help, but the molasses was a treacherous enemy. It trapped people in its sticky embrace, and some even had to be dug out by hand. In the chaos, many people were injured, and tragically, 21 lives were lost. As the molasses slowly began to recede, the full scale of the disaster became clear. The streets were covered in a thick, sticky mess. Rescue operations continued for days, but the molasses was so persistent that it remained in the city for weeks. The cleanup was arduous, with efforts to remove the syrup from the streets, buildings, and even the harbour. The event left a mark on the city, one that would be remembered for generations. The Great Molasses Flood of 1919 may have been an absurd accident, but its impact was devastating. It was a reminder that even the most mundane of materials, like molasses, could cause chaos if not handled with care. And as strange as it was, it remains one of the most bizarre disasters in American history. Help the channel grow by liking, sharing, and subscribing.